Boo! Oh, did I get you? Happy Halloween, guys. We're doing another overwinter update today, part 3, because winter is actually coming. We're gonna get frost tonight for the first time, and I have a lot of work to do. So if you guys like time-lapse videos, this is the one for you. Also, I'm gonna be doing an update on the plants downstairs, showing you a couple things out here, and picking a lot of peppers. This is it, man. We don't have any more time, so let's go. Oh yeah, you know what time it is. Whenever I get to chopping, I bring out my sexy voice. Hey, if you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe you should click that subscribe button right now. Maybe give me a like. I do all kinds of gardening tips on this channel. I try hot sauces. I do funny skits for them. Yeah, I even try hot peppers. Do reviews on sauces and peppers. I do all kinds of stuff. So let's get back to the video. Enjoy. All right, so that was my biggest plant that I have here, and this is my super habanero. Look at that. This thing has beefed up this year. Definitely got a lot bigger. Can I flip this? No, I cannot. Okay. Well, anyway, we just cut this all back. Hang on, let me switch it. It's a big plant. I cut it down as much as I could. I don't want to cut it down too much. I kind of want it to grow, you know, bushy and big again next season. But we sure did get a lot of peppers here. They're not all ripe, but I don't have time. So that's quite a few peppers. Yeah, this thing's put out about at least 1,000 peppers this season. I'm not even exaggerating. This is my overwinter from last year. And it put, I would swear to you, about 1,000 peppers. And I'm gonna bring it back in again this season and let it grow 2,000 more peppers next season, hopefully. So, back to work. So, did you subscribe yet? Oh man, you should. What are you waiting for? Got wholesome content for you guys. Let's get back to the video. Just watch me choppy. Yeah. All right, so the tough thing about gardening is you can't keep everything. So there was a few plants that I pulled out of the pot. They're done for this season. That guy over there, I don't know if you can see it next to the little vine. Oh, there it is, right over there, right there. Yeah, I've had that for 1.5 years, but I just don't have the space. I already have a Maruga scorpion plant. I'm gonna have more this winter, so I can't have 2 of them. So I don't have the heart to chop it and pull it. So we'll see if it survives the frost. Yeah, I actually get attached to my plants. It's weird, but anyway, we got more stuff to do, so let's go. All right, so we took care of what we have here. We're gonna move. We have some sugar rush peach, and we get some stuff on the other side of the tent, and then we're gonna get digging into the tent itself. I'm gonna try to see if I can make these survive in the frost because they're in the tent. Maybe insulate the pots a little bit. I will be taking some that I want out of there. We'll be picking all the fruit and crossing our fingers for the ones that we don't take out tonight. We're running out of daylight, so it is time to pick some jalapenos. We've got some other jalapenos. We've got serranos and stuff. We're gonna grab them real quick, and then we gotta get right into the tent. We're running out of time. decent haul, I'd say. Bunch of jalapenos. I'll make some cowboy candy with those. Got a lot of serranos, whole bunch of stuff. So it's pretty heavy. It must be maybe a couple pounds right there. So I think it's about time to move on. I know there's still a lot of stuff out here. Now the peppers are either past ripe, they're overripe, they're feeling squishy. I just didn't get to them in time. So, you know, I'm just gonna let them freeze up. I'll be pulling all this out soon. So it is time to move into the tent. Let's get to it. We're running out of light, and the slow-mo or time-lapse, I'm getting tired. Time-lapse isn't really doing a good job anymore, and as you can see, I still have a lot of work to do. So I'm going to keep cutting, and then I'll come back to you once I have all the pots that I'm bringing in, and we're gonna keep picking, and then we'll get back to the video. See you then. So after about 2 hours after I stopped the film, these are all the plants I've selected. We're going to be bringing these in. We also have a ton of peppers that I'll show you later. But we're going to take the topsoil off of these. I'm going to treat them. Put some fresh soil on top. And then I'll be moving these all inside so they can survive the frost. And for the rest of my plants, it's looking a little sad in there right now. We are going to batten the hatches, and hopefully they make it through the frost, because I still have peach reapers and stuff coming in that are not fully ripened. And I want to keep the coolest plant shape, and these are looking pretty cool. So yeah, they're looking pretty gnarly. Even if this plant dies, they should still ripen, but I want it to survive. So let me get to getting these plants done. I'll show you what we picked, and we'll go from there. That's everything we've chopped down so far. So, all right, let's get to it. All right, so I started about 1 o'clock today. It is now like almost 7 o'clock. But we're gonna begin to spray these, and then I gotta get them inside. It's a lot of work, but God, my overwinter plants did so many more peppers than anything I planted this year. Like legitimately 2, 3, 4 times more. Like I said, my super habanero, I was just guessing. I just counted what I pulled off of that one. There was at least 200 peppers in that harvest, and I've harvested that thing at least 7 times, even bigger harvests, like full bowls. So maybe 2,000 peppers, 3,000 peppers, I don't know. But this is what we're looking at. Oop. I am going to go ahead and try to angle this, and okay, I am going to go and spray these now. So as long as my camera doesn't fall over. Okay, let me get you guys in position. I'm gonna get started. All right, so we're all done spraying. That light is really bright. We are going to be taking these inside. I just want to let them dry for a minute. But I don't think anything is going to survive. If it does, I'll deal with it when I get there, but you know, it's going to warm up. I'll start noticing things before these even get leaves, and then I'll be able to deal with it appropriately. So I'm going to bring these inside. I'll show you what I picked, and then I will show you the progress of the first 3. Really crazy outcome. I don't even understand the difference, like how, you'll see what I'm talking about when you see the 3 different plants and the positions I put them in, and the different outcomes. You're gonna be surprised. I'm surprised. So let's get these inside, and then I'll get you started on what we picked and everything else. Okay, so we picked Moruga scorpions, both red and green. We have jalapenos, cayennes, and serranos in there. Cayus linzas right there. Bells, lemon dreams right there. Sugar rush peach. All these are super habaneros. We have big habaneros. We have death spirals right there. We've got 7-pot yellows and 7-pot yellow brain strains. We have 2 pounds of Carolina Reapers. We've got Apocalypse Scorpions right here. Then we have some lemon drops. Of course, we have some 7-pot chocolate bubblegums and orange bleeders. These are my Bootla X's. And then we have chocolate Bootlas, a ton of them. And Kangstar Lemon Starburst right there. This is everything I picked today. I'm really proud of this, but hopefully we get more. Hopefully it doesn't freeze and die. Okay, so I told you I was going to show you the results of the original 3 plants that I cut back. If you remember, I was doing some sort of comparison between the 3, all in the same soil, all the same species. I did, however, feed one downstairs. Now, the results are really weird. I have this plant next to the window here. It gets plenty of good light during the day. It's usually very warm here, but as you can see, there's barely any progress. We have some shoots coming in, some leaves coming in here and there. I have not watered this since I placed it here, since I brought it in, and the soil is still relatively moist. But that's what it looks like on plant number 2. Let's go down to the dungeon. I will show you number 3, number 1, and you're gonna be surprised with the results. I'm telling you, I think it all comes down to the genetics of the plant. And yeah, so let's go take a look real quick. Okay, so welcome to the dungeon. Here we are in my setup. I showed you this last video. Big old T5 hanging up there. And let's talk about the results of plant number 1, which has been under the lamp for 2 weeks since the last video. And there's some growth there, you know, nothing crazy yet, but definitely larger leaves. Again, same soil mixture, but I did feed it the bloom food because I was testing this one to see what happens when I use bloom food to start the plant off. I wanted to see if it would grow the roots better. I wanted to see if I can get the roots to bottom out and then switch and get the top of this thing to blow up, right? That was the plan. Now, the only problem is that it's doing what it's supposed to do as bloom food. I don't know if you can see that clearly, guys. There is a chili. There is a chili growing on the plant. So, did my plan backfire? Not necessarily. I can remove that chili. And we could just keep on trucking, see if I can get it to do what I want to do. But I'm not very happy with what it's doing, honestly. Now, in theory, the leaves did stop growing. The leaves that were on there are still on there, but technically, right now, it should be focusing most of its energy on its roots and that little pepper right there. But weird, right? What's even weirder, now this is where it gets really weird, guys. Let's talk about plant number 3. Let me drag that over here. What the actual F is going on? What the hell is this? This thing has not even been in the light. It hasn't been in the light at all. I haven't fed it. It's in the same soil. I have not watered it since I put it down here. Yet it has more foliage than all 3 plants. It hasn't been in direct sunlight, or the grow light rather. It's been offset. It's getting a little bit of light, but not like a lot of it of light. You know, I put it in a place where I thought it would be dark. And what the F? Look at that. Look at there. This thing exploded. Now, guys, if you're watching this video, I need to know, what do you think is going on here? Why is this plant exploding? Is this just genetics? Is this thing just the winner out of all 3? It's just built to grow. It wants to come back. You know, is that what's going on here? Or I don't understand. And now, this was put into a new pot, just the same as the others. That means I disturbed the roots. I added fresh soil. I cut it back just the same, no leaves, no nothing. Yet it is growing phenomenally, and I don't understand that. This plant looks sad compared to that plant. So please comment below what you think is going on here, because I sure as hell am a little baffled right now. I really do think, if I have my honest opinion, that it has to do with the genetics of the plant. If I recall correctly, that was a really, really productive plant, a fast grower. This guy right here, all season. This guy did okay. But, yeah, what a difference. So, I am considering continuing my experiment with this one. Like I said, it's a sacrificial plant, so maybe I'll continue to just feed it the bloom food for a little bit and then switch off. But, yeah, I don't know. And then you can see here, these are all the guys that I just brought in for overwintering. You're probably saying, wow, it's going to get crazy in there. You're probably right. I'm working on building a second grow tent, maybe a little bit bigger. And these are some of my other guys right there. That's my super habanero. I mean, look at the size of that thing. And then we have more plants. So, yeah. Interesting. Please comment. Let me know what you think is going on between this one, the other one, and this guy. And if you're not subscribed already, it'd be great if you do. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. I'd love to hear your opinions. I'd love to, continue my journey with you guys. And like I said, I'll be doing this overwintering thing all winter. So I'm going to go through the whole process, what to expect, as far as what happens if insects show up, how to handle them, what to feed them, how to, depending on what you're doing, how to keep them healthy all winter long and alive, and how to have way more productive plants next season. Like I said, my one plant did almost 3,000 pods, I think, roughly 2,000 to 3,000 pods in its second year of, or its second season, rather. So, as usual, guys, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me kill my plants. Well, actually, I hope you didn't enjoy that, but I hope you enjoyed the premise of the video, the idea. And guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. Have a great night. Whatever time it is, have a good one.